solving a word problem that is in P5, primary P5, A, practice book. Page number will be page 92, and the question is question 12. So I'm going to start off the question with Annie having a sum of money at first. What she does is she spent 182 on the bag and 3/8 of the remainder on the blouse. So she had 1/3 of her money left. Alright, so the question asks for what fraction of her money did she spend on the blouse and how much money did she have at first. So for such question, I strongly encourage students to draw model to understand it. So this kind of question, fraction with remainder, is best understood by students when you draw a model. So this model, we have to be very clear. It represents the amount of money Annie had at first. So what did she do with the money? First, she spent $182 on a bag. So let's identify 182. Just cut a portion. Make sure you don't mistaken it for half and stuff like that. It's just a part of the model that you mark out. You will put in the 182 and you annotate this is what she spent on the bag. Thereafter, what we have to identify is the remainder. So she did not spend the entire remainder, but rather, if you can find where the remainder is, which is what I've highlighted in red, she grouped the remainder into 8 groups and she spent only 3 out of 8 groups on a blouse. That's the meaning of 3/8 of the remainder. Identify the remainder. With the remainder, she did not spend everything. What she does with the remainder is she grouped it into 8 groups. So let me show you. This is the remainder and I'm grouping it into 8 groups. After grouping it into 8 groups, she spent only 3 out of 8 groups on a blouse. Alright, so whatever here we have left is the amount of money left. Okay, and in the question, they did mention that whatever left is 1/3 of her money. Alright, so this is whatever left and this is 1/3 of the money. Alright, so what we can see here is 1/3 of the money comprised of 5 units. Okay, so we write down 1/3 of the money comprised of 5 units. With that, we should be able to find the entire sum of money. How many units should that be? So if 1/3 equals to 5 units, to find what is 3/3, which is 1 whole, you multiply by 3. So we find what is 3 groups of 5 units, which is a total of 15 units. Okay? So what we understand now is the entire sum of money. Okay, maybe let me do it again. The entire sum of money will be 15 units. So what we can see here visibly will be only the 8 units. Remember the 8 units that we have cut, the remainder. So what it means, after taking the 8 units, which is visible, we do know that this 182 is actually 7 units. Okay? So 7 units equals to 182. You can find the value of 1 unit, which is 182 divided by 7. You should get 26. Now, with this, maybe let's answer the first part because we do have the first the value for the first part of the question, whereby they ask for what fraction of the money did she spend. So the entire fraction, how to express the fraction, you need to cut the entire model into equal parts, and we do have the equal parts, which is 15. The entire sum of money is grouped into 15 equal units, and what she spent on the blouse is 3. So your answer can be 3, 15, or if you choose to simplify, that will be 1/5. So let's answer the second part of the question, which is how much money did she have at first. So since we have identified that the total number of units is 15 and the value of 1 unit is 26, we can simply find what is the value of 15 units by taking 15 multiplied by 26 to get 390. So that's the answer for the second part, which is 390.